Welcome to Yogaxpress, your virtual stretch clinic that helps you move the body to still the mind. My name is Banu Suresh. I'm your host for this program. Today we have some very young participants as well on the show, and this is to let you know that our program has no age limits. You can be as young as you wish in mind and in body. You can be as old as you wish in mind and body, but you can still be here, right here, and enjoy the stretching with us. To my immediate left, we have Trayvon Lewis. Did I get your name right, Trayvon?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you think your friends might be watching you?
Yes.
They will. What you see on the screen right now, the two people you see on the screen right now are our special guests who I'm going to save for the last in our introductions today. To my immediate left, Trayvon is here with us to stretch. He's got a lot of energy and he's going to work out that energy with us right here on the mats. To my extreme right, we have Isaiah, Trayvon's brother, Isaiah Lewis. Isaiah. I'm sorry. Thank you for correcting me, Isaiah. Isaiah, tell us a little bit about yourself, and then I'm going to have Trayvon say a little bit about himself. Let's hear your voice. I assume you're on your vacation now, school holidays?
Vacation.
You are? Okay. And what are your favorite subjects at school? Do you have a hobby that you like very much?
Reading.
You like to read? Good. What about sport? I saw you both were very active on the mats. So do you play a lot of sport? You do. Good.
Basketball.
You like basketball. Good. Good. And how about you, Trayvon? You play basketball as well? Do you play other sports too?
I play football.
You play football. So you must be very strong on the legs too. Well, which is good because our special guest is really going to work out your legs today. To Isaiah's left, we have Lana Parr. Lana is an amazing guest on the show. Lana has been in several of our episodes before. Lana, welcome back.
Thank you.
Anything you'd like to add? You amaze us every time, so.
Well, I hope I can do the same today.
I think you
I
will.
haven't been for a while, but I missed it.
Right. We miss having you on the show too. So welcome back, Lana, and I think you'll find that our special guest today, Harinam Singh Khalsa, and I'm going to reintroduce Harinam one more time in just a few moments. He's going to really make sure that you're not only safe, but also that you enjoy yourself.
Right.
So welcome back to the show. Before I move on to Harinam, I'd like to acknowledge our director, Josiane Hurd. Josiane, that's fine. Keep the camera where it is. Josiane Hurd, our director, thank you so much for holding the fort today. With Malik Parker, our facilitator at Manhattan Neighborhood Network. With his assistance, we've managed to get the studio set up with the gobos. And of course, please feel free to say hello to our mascot, Oscar. Josiane, in a few moments, we're going to have Harinam's credits are already up there. We're going to have Harinam say a few words about himself as well. So at that time, if you don't mind, we want people to focus more on him. Harinam, welcome back to the show. We have missed having you here, and we are really looking forward. We are very excited about what you have in store for us today. So what are your plans for us?
Well, I think the plan today, Banu, is kind of give the folks an experience of getting a very energetic workout.
Right.
We've done different things in other classes here. Some have been a little more meditative. This is or in one particular aspect of the body.
Right.
This is going to be a nice general full body workout, and we're going to do a lot of different movements.
Okay.
And give the people just kind of an idea of how you can kind of have a nice kind of full body experience doing this in a short amount of time.
Perfect. We're really looking. I still remember the first episode you were with us. Oh my God, you really worked us that day. It was fun.
Well, we'll see. Maybe tomorrow you'll have a tough time getting out of bed as well. Don't want to disappoint.
Oh, I am almost afraid to ask what you have planned for us, but I know it's always exciting. Harinam, just a quick recap. You are a spiritual teacher and counselor. So first tell us, you have a center where you do your counseling as well. Where are you?
Actually, in my style of counseling, I actually like to meet people out, not in an office. I prefer, actually I do things a little differently in many aspects of my life, but I actually prefer talking to people walking in Central Park at a
Oh,
at a
nice.
restaurant, in
Okay.
Starbucks, in kind of what you would call normal places, because even in the way that I was trained by my teacher to counsel people,
Right.
I don't actually look at it that anybody actually is a client or actually people have problems.
Right.
It's a different aspect. It's that we're just people and we're just talking about life. So I don't even want somebody seeing me to think of themselves as a client or having a problem. So I actually prefer actually spending time with people in very comfortable social places.
Right. So you're consulting, the way I see it, your consulting is more like it's one-on-one, but at the same time it's more a friendly, natural ambiance.
Keep it as natural as
Right,
possible, because that's what life is.
That's right.
Yeah, and we're just people, and everybody in this life has, has challenges and wonderful things and strengths and weaknesses. So to me, keep it as natural as possible.
Well, I'm curious then, how would you recognize your tipping point? How do you know when the other person has received what you're able to offer them?
When I get a handshake at the end of the,
Oh,
at the time. I usually actually, my experience, and again I learned this from my own spiritual teacher, that usually no matter how deep a problem somebody has, that usually can be resolved in one conversation.
Right.
And maybe a lengthy conversation, but it's just bringing clarity to the situation. And then at the end, my function is to give some kind of solution, some kind of strategy more than solution,
Right,
on how to get things in the right direction. And as I said, usually I know when the people acknowledge the reality of the situation, and we have a handshake about where we're going to go with it.
Right, right. So you're prompting them in the right direction, but you're not really making their decisions for them, which is great.
And it would, even if they were to do what I would suggest, that's their decision, actually.
Exactly.
Right?
Right. Well, stay in touch with Harinam. He not only does he bring his amazing skills right here on our show, he could. I think you could change people's lives, Harinam. So you definitely have
thank
brought a very new dimension to our show, and we love having you here. So we're all
I love
ready
being
for you.
here, and I missed not being here recently. So it's good
Actually,
to
that reminds me, you've been traveling quite a bit.
Yes.
Where was your last
I
trip?
was teaching. Actually, I just got back from South America, and I was teaching in Venezuela and all over Colombia.
Right.
And I was going to mention that you have the show here in New York, but what's really interesting is, as I went to Venezuela and Colombia, how large the classes were, 40, 50 people per
Right.
class, and there's so much interest in this kind of thing. So it's not just something that's happening in the West or should I say in the United States.
Sure.
This is kind of a worldwide interest in self-exploration and self-growth, and I think it's very exciting to see that. 20 years ago you would not have seen that,
Right.
but you're in a place like Venezuela or in the middle of Colombia, and you see this much interest in this. Things are changing, not just here but everywhere.
Well, the great thing is, and for our viewers too, people all over the world can watch us when we are on TV. For instance, our show Yogaxpress airs Monday through Friday on time 157 RCN 84 FIAS 35. That's for people who live in New York. That's 1:30 to 2 p.m. in the afternoons. For those of you who do not live here, and if you don't live here, you're probably not watching us just yet, but you can always go to mnn.org. MNN stands for Manhattan Neighborhood Network, which is where we tape these episodes. So you can watch, and MNN has 3.5 million viewers. So we don't know how many of them watch our show, but I'm sure after they watch you, they're probably going to get addicted to the show anyway. So you're going to be able to influence a lot more lives just being on our show, which is great for us.
Well, and of course, in yoga, we don't encourage addictions, even to me.
Healthful addictions are okay. Well, but healthful addictions, I think we
Helpful
should allow
habits,
us.
a replacement for less health.
That's right.
helpful addictions.
Well, whatever you have planned, we are ready for you.
Okay, well, you sure?
Yes.
Okay, so she says. And we'll do. Hey, we lost our
The two young boys,
just-
yeah. I think they were called away, so they have to go back home. That's all right.
Okay, so we got another young participant
That's
right
right.
here.
Lana and I are here with you.
Okay, all right, so the set we're going to start right now. And again, normally the viewers should know that the sets I'm giving, normally this would take about, for the full set, maybe about an hour. And we're kind of shrinking it down to 20 minutes, so I'm kind of giving you a little taste of it, but you still clearly can get a very powerful experience even in
Okay,
20
yeah.
minutes. So the first thing we're going to do, and we're going to run through, this set's going to be 14 different exercises, and we're
Okay.
going to squinch this
Literally
down to about 20
Yogaxpress,
minutes.
it's
Literally,
express.
that's what it's called, Yogaxpress. So, have a little chai, a little Starbucks, and then we're off running. We'll have a good time, though. We
I'm
always do,
sure,
right?
I'm
Okay,
sure. We
so
always
let's come standing up. So we're ready to go?
Yep.
Maybe get the music up a little bit. This is some very nice music. In Kundalini Yoga, I should say that we use music a lot. Almost in all our classes, we actually use music that's geared for this. And what we want to do is we want to use, we're not playing rock and roll, although I like rock and roll and it's not opera. I love opera. But for these classes, we're trying to use music that uplifts the soul.
Right.
All right,
That
so
sounds
it
happy.
really does bring your
Right.
music can be very helpful, okay? And I almost forgot, I got to tune in quickly because the viewers who've been with us know that I do a little chant every time to start the class, and
Yes.
that's out of
That's right.
respect for the people who've been teaching this for thousands of years before us. So I'll do it very quickly, and then we can
I'll
get off
join
and
you.
running. So we inhale, exhale, inhale. Om Namo Gurudeva Namo. Om Namo Gurudeva Namo. Om Namo Gurudeva Namo. And inhale. And exhale. Now we're going to be off and running, and what we're going to do, I know she's going to do great at this, we're going to be running. So for just 1 minute, so we're punching, running. There we go. Punching,
Can I
running.
aim at you?
I know you want to hit me really hard. Come on, give me your best.
yet.
Right here.
Not
Oh my God! There she goes. You see that all that frustration, these other classes, she got me on one punch. That's what we want to do. We want to really kind of punch. Okay, about another half a minute.
Okay, you ready for it, Lana?
Okay, there we go. This is actually interesting, is that Kundalini Yoga actually is known as a warrior's yoga. This was
Right.
developed by warriors really thousands of years ago, and they used to actually practice this before going onto the battlefield.
Right.
This would basically strengthen their nervous system and give them courage.
Our director, Josiane, would love this.
Okay, so
Practice
inhale.
boxing, yes.
Exhale, we have a 1 minute round at the ring, and then we get
that's
down.
nice.
Okay, let's sit down.
Okay.
Okay, you're doing great, and you could do this on a chair or on the ground, but what we want to do is, these are called body drops. So on our fingers or our fists.
I think I should learn to get down.
Okay.
But Josiane, okay.
Okay, so for a minute we're going to just do the legs out straight, right?
Okay.
And we're just going to be bouncing, like up, and just lifting our butt off the ground and dropping.
Is there any
It's called
particular
body
rhythm?
drops. Whatever rhythm that your
that our
butt
body
seems
allows.
to like.
And what about inhale, exhale? Is there any particular
Just
way?
on this one, just kind of
Go with the flow.
Go with the flow.
Okay.
Yes, very good. Okay, good. Another 30 seconds. And again, normally we'd be doing this for 2 or 3 minutes, but now we're just doing it in a minute.
You're kidding, right? There's no way I'll last that long.
Oh, of course you would. Vanwa, she's so humble. Okay. Okay, inhale and exhale. Okay, now the next one could be challenging, but this is about balance. Okay? And this is an example of a posture that looks like impossible, but actually it's all about balance. So we bring our heels in, okay? And again, if you can't do it, you just, we're not perfectionists in this,
Right,
posture-wise.
right. It's your turn.
Our whole idea is just do your best, whatever the
Right.
best means.
I
okay?
like that. I
So
like
I
that.
first bring my heels in, right, like this, and the toes out, and then I lean back a little bit, and then I spread my legs, and just like this.
that's right.
It's called Kundalini Yoga. Kundalini lotus posture. So with long and deep breathing.
Lana, if you want, you can lean on the chair. Yeah, that's
There
it,
we go.
that's
Whatever
enough.
you
That's
can do,
good.
that's great. That's
She's got her
great.
legs, feet off of the floor, and that's important.
You know, and we really believe, you know, anything is better than nothing.
Right.
And if you just commit yourself to be moving and doing this, your body is going to really like you for that. And you could actually stay in this posture for a long time. It doesn't take a lot of strength.
Right.
It actually just has to finding what we'd call like our center of
Center
gravity.
of gravity, exactly. What I was
Exactly, and it's
thinking,
just a
right.
little bit back,
Right.
you know. And if you're losing this position, it's not that you're not strong enough. It's that your angle is just not right. So I'm a little back from. I'm kind of between my butt and the back my
Right, the
lower
lower
spine.
sacrum,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. Okay, so inhale and exhale down. Beautiful. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is we're going to sit cross-legged. We call this easy pose because it's easy. And I'm grabbing onto my shins. Okay, if you can do that. Can you cross your legs okay? Like I have mine? Just like this and this. Just cross your
I think
ankles.
Lana may have tender knees. Just be
Yes,
careful.
okay, yeah, we don't want to. Okay, so grab up here, and this is called spinal flex. So on the inhale, the chest is out, and exhale back, just like this. So we're just flexing the spine. So inhale, my chest is out. Exhale, my spine is back. Very good.
Question.
Yes, ma'am.
While we're doing this, what is the purpose of holding the ankle?
Well, I actually hold my shins, and it
Right.
gives me some leverage.
Ah, okay.
You can feel it. You're almost like pulling up on it, but it
You're
gives you a
right.
little, right? It gives you a little leverage. Very good. Very good. Very good. And
When I enjoy
this-
it more when I understand what I'm doing.
Very good. So we want to just be moving our spine, and this is very good for just about anybody. It's just teaching ourselves to flex and move that spine.
Yes, I get very severe backaches, you know.
Okay, so don't do anything that's going to, and the people at home don't press it.
Lana's really good at making her adaptations, so just
I
make
wake
your
up in the
adaptation.
morning, you know, and of course I don't sleep in one of those wonderful beds anymore. I sleep on the couch, which doesn't help, you know. But if I do it, I could see this would help, you know,
Yes.
to alleviate the pain because it just gets very
Yes.
painful.
Okay, now inhale.
going?
No, inhale. And exhale, and now we're going to come from there into frog. Now be very careful with this next one. We're going to come into frog pose, okay? And again, and Lana's a good example. Even if she can move a half an inch, that's better than 0 inches.
Right.
So whatever we do is
It's very inspiring for people out there too.
Okay, maybe you want to get up? Do you need
On
some
both
help?
your knees, Lana.
Yeah,
That's
there
it,
we go,
beautiful.
There we go. Okay, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do. So you remember the frog pose, your favorite?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Banu has her favorites. She only likes
I
the
call
ones
it the
where
duck
she's soft. She
pose,
loves
the
this.
duck pose.
Yeah, she loves she's like this, more suffering. Okay. All right, so it's like this. So I'm down like this, see? You be very careful, okay? Okay, and then inhale up, and exhale down. Very good, Lana. Yeah, very good. Okay, inhale, and very good. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. And, you know, just like a frog. When we're inhaling up, you want your head up, and then exhale, and it goes down.
Ah,
There
now
you
it
see,
makes
there you go, just like a good frog. And inhale,
Why do I think my butt is sticking out?
and exhale, because it is. Okay, now we come down.
This is the first time I've been able to get down like this.
Beautiful, no, great job. Now the next one, and again, this may be challenging, the next one, and you're familiar with this, we're gonna go into camel pose, right? You know camel pose?
Yes.
Okay.
Reach for the ankle.
Okay, and we're gonna lean back, and we're gonna grab one. Now you be very careful, and Lana, all you have to do is, even if you just even back a little bit, that's okay. But we're gonna go all the way back, grab an ankle, grab the other ankle, arch, long deep breathing. Really Stretch that chest up. For those at home, you're really getting a good idea here. Lana's just able to do a little bit. Banu is showing you pretty much the classic position. So wherever you can do in between, that's fine too. Because little by little, we are able to flex our spine backwards like this. Open up our thighs as well. Okay, now inhale deep. Stretch and exhale, come up. Okay, now, Bon is insisting this is her favorite, is the chair pose. Okay, I think that's her favorite. Okay, so we're gonna get up and keeping the heels flat on the floor and the knees apart. We're gonna squat down so that the thighs are parallel to the floor, and then we're gonna put our hands inside and grab the heels. And
I call this a duck walk.
We're not walking yet.
Oh, okay.
We've done the duck walk, yeah. This is chair pose. So, and imagine like your back is as flat as it can be, just like a table. And heads up. Heads up, you're looking straight ahead.
That's the hard part.
That's the hard part. I'm watching you on the monitor, so you can't cheat, even though I'm doing this too. And you really get those, and actually Lana's doing a fantastic job with this. Okay, we're almost there. And normally as a teacher, in Kundalini Yoga, I don't normally do the exercise with the class, but we need more visual stimulation here because there's just the three of us. We lost our young...
That's right, the two little boys.
That's right. Inhale and exhale, slowly come down. Okay, how are those thighs feeling? Oh. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is something called Mahashakti pose. So now I'm going to lean back, legs out in front, I'm going to lean back a little bit. Okay? And I'm going to lean back and lift up the legs, just like so. And we're just going to do this for like 30 seconds. You have to tighten your abdominals.
And it's okay if we don't go too high, right?
This is just about right. And if you're doing this right, your stomach should shake.
Yeah. Oh.
It's shaking. That's good. Okay, now inhale.
Am I cheating if I rest on my elbows?
And exhale. Well, I knew you were cheating. I just didn't want to blow your cover. But now that you mention it, yes. Okay, exhale down. And the next
You
thing...
have eyes in the back of your head.
Actually, I do. You think it's a turban, but actually it's a periscope. Okay, now we're going to lie down.
Okay.
And we're going to do something called stretch pose. So I'm going to pick the head 6 inches off the ground.
Okay.
I'm going to lift the toes 6 inches, point them, and breath of fire, that very rapid breathing.
You're kidding, right? I can't even breathe.
Keep up. Through the nose very rapidly. Keep up. You're both doing great. Both doing great. Another 20 seconds. Another 15 seconds. And again, we normally would be doing this 2 or 3 minutes. But, and then your arms turn, look at your toes. Very good. There you go. Very good. Okay, inhale. And exhale down.
Oh. I knew
Okay.
you'd work us to death.
Yeah, we're coming on, back on the heels. Okay, and again, we're moving through this quickly.
That.
Yes. Again, and everybody should know, normally we'd be doing these for much longer, but I'm giving you just a little taste, okay? So hands on the thighs, and again, remember the spinal flex, same thing.
Yes.
But in this position. So inhale, exhale.
No, it's okay. You can do it from where you are.
I'm trying that.
Yeah. Don't hurt yourself. Again, Lana's a very good example. You know, her body is, challenged by age and whatever, but the important thing is that we still kind of just work it out and move.
Are we there yet?
Okay, we're almost there. And inhale and exhale. And now come on to all fours, hands and knees. And this is called cat-cow. Okay?
I like this.
You remember this? Cat-cow is a very
Yes.
nice movement.
Yes.
So on the inhale, head up, and exhale, we're like arching the back and the heads down. It's inhale and then exhale. Very good. Moving rapidly. Very good. And this is again, you can see that this is something that somebody like Lana could do easier than some of the other ones. And again, on the inhale, my back is down, the head's up. Exhale, back up, head down. And inhale. Exhale, come on back to the knees. And if you have to, you can sit up on your knees. And we're going to interlace the fingers behind the neck, and then again, spinal flex. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, chest out. Exhale, spine rolled back.
I can see why this is a warrior yoga.
Yes, it's very electric. It's very energized.
Very intense, but you get so much energy in
And
just
inhale.
20 minutes.
Exhale. And then we're lying on the back. And as the show is ending, why don't we just do the last exercise, which is interlacing the fingers and pushing them up. Push up the hands towards the ceiling and long, deep breathing. And stretch. And exhale, lower the arms down and relax.
I love the music. Who's the singer again?
It's a woman named Waheguru Kaur,
Very nice.
and it's lovely music. This is music, devotional music from the Sikh tradition, but it's perfectly engaged with the
Kundalini
exercises we're doing.
Very harmonious.
And I believe we're probably pretty close to the end of the class.
Yes, we have about 30 seconds. After the credits roll, it's usually about a minute and a half.
And let's start rolling up so we're sitting up so we can say goodbye to everybody.
For those of you who have watched Harinam before, please know he's usually here at least 3 or 4 sessions. We don't let him go in one session for the next couple of days, the next 3 days. Stay with us, next 3 episodes. Stay with us, stretch with us. On behalf of Lana Parr and our special guest, spiritual teacher and counselor, Harinam Singh Khalsa, this is Banu Suresh signing off, and you are watching Yoga Express. Harinam, few words of advice for our viewers and for us? Anything we can do better?
Well, as I was mentioning, especially in regard to Lana, this is